There she is. I remembered to turn my mic on and everything. Real stuff. Whoa. Welcome, traveler. No kidding. There's some happenings going on over here. What in the world? Night. What is up, dude? Man, can you believe this is like... Take a look at this place, man. I mean, it's been a while since I've been through this area, but... Yikes. In construction, take what you want. How about this sign? Can I take that? I wouldn't do that. Caden! I am back. It is a pretty cool build, especially like so close, you know? Yeah, I've been away for a bit. I was sick as a dog for like a week. And then I was on vacation with the family for like another week and a half. That was nice. But I still brought my laptop with me. And I still managed to sneak onto Tubi a couple times. In the hotel room on Wi-Fi. With my long-suffering family in tears. Can't you stop with that for a little bit? We're on vacation. You shut up! The canal needs me. Nothing but the best. Sorry to hear it, man. It's the penis checkpoint. Yes. World famous penis checkpoint. And again, no penis. Outrageous. Well, hope you get better, dude. Are you, you got the big Rona, maybe? It's not really what it once was, but it'll still put you on your butt for sure. It's not that scary death sentence that it was a few years ago. The last thing I want to do is talk about COVID, but man, in a few years, or however long, we're going to look back at the whole COVID thing and be like, what in the actual fuck? You know? God rosters. Slightly damp cookies. What's wild about all of this is that, like, this whole area near spawn, just in a month, I'll say, really more like 3 months, but definitely in the last month or so, it's turned into like a completely different place. It's wild. Sore throat, ears are very clogged. Not the big boy corona. Yeah, man, everyone and their brother, I kind of felt that way about it when it first came around. Back in like early 2020, mid 2020, you felt yourself like get a little bit of a cough and you're just like, yep, it's all over for me. Gotta start filling out my will. Cookie box, please take. If empty, put cookies in or something else. What? Who are these cookie imposters? Unbelievable. Cookie imposters already. Literally the one tune in right now. Do you normally have like 7 or something? No, well, it varies. I don't look at my viewer count. My stream manager said, don't look at the viewer count. It's going to make you crazy. So you're going to get the same content if it's, you know, 1 dude or 3 dudes or 0 dudes. I didn't post it in a whole bunch of places. And I'm not an SCA anymore, so I can't let my friends over there know that it's going on. So, smaller groups. Looks like Pepu's getting in on the fun, too. Pepu is a friend. He wants to go around and make some booths. I think that's awesome. He normally says, yep, that's gangsta. Cookie imposters everywhere. That's okay. It seems like it comes up every time I do one of these runs. Where, what's going on here? Melons? Thanks for the melons. Yeah, it seems like it comes up every time, but I always mention it again. And, you know, when people show up and drop stuff in the chests, I think that that is awesome. I don't have some kind of weird, like, obsession with doing it, or any kind of weird, like, fixation on being the only person to do it. People want to show up and stock stuff around spawn. I think that's awesome. We're all in it together. It'd be helpful if you didn't, you know, grief my stuff, but I know that it can be tempting. I was here. Oak saplings, 1 diamond block each. I left 1 wheat. I took them all. Best I can do is a sapling. 1 gapple. I can tell you without even looking at it that I bet you anything that that is a Cody Smile gapple. He's been busy over here. It's like he left for a while. And then like... oh, just a generic golden apple. Yeah, he left for a while then. Came back strong. Started placing stuff everywhere. Mr. Fanboy. Look out, we got a moderator in here now. I was just telling Caden before that, like, normally I post the link over in the SCA Discord for whenever I do a Twitch stream, and now, like, whoops. All good, though. I just do it for the fun. You usually have a good time. We have a few laughs. Come on, buddy. This whole area looks so, like, different. Every time I come by here, you know, like every week it looks a little more different every time. Pretty soon it's just going to be, like, unrecognizable. What in the world? What in the world? You're a real one. 80-20K. Oops. Haha. Cord leak. No biggie. Yeah. It is. This is fun for me. Look at all of the location leaks here. And dress flames, yeah. Yeah, you know, and I've been doing this stream for 4 or 5 months. I think the first one I did was in the end of October. And it's not as if I've, you know, haven't streamed in front of 0 people. Everybody that does their stream stuff starts, you know, streaming to an empty room. Such is the way of things. But if you're trying to get into streaming to try to be like the man right out of the gate, that magic doesn't usually happen. It is a slow burn. But, you know, you get some friends in, you get some people to show up and help out every now and then. Thanks, the cookie guy was here. Sussy Chris. Neasy Cookie. Okay. Have an apple, please only take one. Hey! I know that guy. Mr. Cotpus. I don't know if it was deliberate, but every time I see his name, I think that it looks like octopus. So I'm like, oh, look, it's Mr. Octopus. Nope. Mr. Cotpus. I don't know what that means. He is a pal, though. You guys blessing the rains? Tune comes on, you guys better bless the rains. I'm sure I'm going to get copyright strike for this one. Such is the way of things. Oof. I'm going to have to get an alt and stick it over in the SCA Discord just so I can keep posting stuff about my stream on there. Advertising purposes only. That'll be my Discord alt. It'll be like Schmodschmaster. Hey, I don't know who this guy is, but you should come check out his stream. Sincerely, Schmodschmaster. It'll just be the same, like, avatar thing I've got, except it'll be like, it'll have a giant, like, Groucho Marx style mustache right in the middle of it. Not even, like, on a face or anything, just right in the middle of the avatar for no reason. What in the world is going on here? SCA, that's new. Huh. Get the camera. Gay roster. Lamau. Yeah, Poe. What, are you gonna get kicked out? I don't think there's anybody behind the wheel over there. I own gay roster. Whoa. It's fresh lava. Someone just dropped lava over in this chunk and then bailed? Huh. That's weird. For months and months and months, you know, I say it 3 times, really it's only been, I think, about 3 months. But for months, this whole area was basically identical. Space Invader. Yeah. And then, like, in the last month, this whole place is, like, unrecognizable. You know what I'm saying, Kobe. You've been down here, and, like, you know, we see the same signs, we see the same stuff on the walls, but, like, I don't recognize any of this stuff. Oh, Lovica, so original. Some people, I swear. Take a detour. I'd rather not get burnt to a crisp over here. Hey, I recognize that giant lava cast and that huge canal section. See you soon, kiddo. Yeah, Gay Roster's my favorite alt, or my favorite account on this on the 2B. Blech. Vortex. The Vortex Coalition. I got one of their flags. I didn't know it was like the cool thing to do or not. I just snatched it up. But I guess a lot of people look for it. What in the world? I don't even know, man. That is wild. I don't know what it is about all of this stuff here. String of water that makes people want to just be jerks. Gay Roster emote. I made a few new emotes, guys, for the channel. I know it's been a while, but I got a few new ones in here. No cookies left. We've got to do something about that. Meanwhile, there's somebody lurking that's furiously making their way up the canal to be able to show up and massacre the poor cookie peddler. I'll check them out in a minute. The emotes are the emotes are funny on Twitch because sometimes you post them and boom, they pop right up and they're like good stuff. But then sometimes you post them and it's like, whoa, wait a minute, we gotta review this. We don't know what kind of weird, crazy stuff you're posting here, man, but there's no way you're getting approval. And then it'll be sometimes like a week, sometimes like 2 weeks. I just recently got the last 2 new emotes approved. It took 2.5 weeks for them to approve the last 2 emotes. Poe, you are the man. Thank you. I mean, usually when it gets posted in the SCA Discord or in chat, that's like a invitation for me to get hunted down. But that's okay. We're going to bang through this, and then we're going to go do some more stuff. All sorts of stuff to do. So not only are there the normal GR rest stops, but then there's Japari started making them. So there's some Japari stops, and now it looks like there are some Lil Pepu stops. Oof. I should not be piloting a ship. I'm gonna give everybody vertigo. Kobe, I got your DM earlier, And I apologize I didn't have a chance to check that tune out. I will, though. I always got like a million different things I gotta do, so sometimes I'll look at a DM and it'll just kind of drift away. I remember, though. I'm gonna go check it out probably right when this stream's done. Hey! Someone's gonna have to red pill me on Unga Bunga, because every single time I donate to the guy, something terrible happens. Like, moments afterwards. Fish restock. The DJ Fish Wiggy. Thank you. Ah, that's not a sign. There we go. Oh. I got a mod in the house now. I didn't even see what it said. It's a good thing, too, because, like, you know, I promise you I would sit there looking at it and be like, oh, that's inappropriate. And then, like, I'd have to stop the entire stream for, like, 30 minutes while I tried to figure out what the hell I was doing. When I right-click on his name, it doesn't show up. Gotta get my readers. I will make a gay roster emote, believe me. Water's going over the lava. It's not interacting in any way and climbing it. Yeah. It is weird. Very weird. Yeah, night shows up, you know, you get like an additional 10 cool points. The world? That's been here. I remember that. This, however, has not. What have we got going on here? Somebody got a shulk of obsidian and got bored. The Santa Watchtower. How topical. Okay. I like it. I don't know what it is, but it is something. Oh, here we go. Some signs up on this thing here. Oh, this is that weird portal, isn't it? Nocturus, do not enter. Golden riches on the other side. After reading the signs, I'm not going in there. What in the world? Fun time portal. Basically the gist of what I'm trying to say. Yes. You are not wrong. I got like 7 beverages fanned out in front of me here. I don't know if that one's been there or not. Anyways, I'm sure that everybody's noticed that the canal is kind of a canal, which is pretty cool. It's just leaves and stuff. Even if it is kind of, you know, not 100% legit, having water in this section of the canal, kind of cool. I get to make everybody seasick with my terrible boat piloting abilities. It's a cobblestone, too. That doesn't look appropriate. Imagine being inappropriate on this server. Unbelievable. And like this, what's this? Hiding. Title, Building on the Canal. This shit was ass. You're right, this shit's so ass. What they said. My ass has shit. My shit has ass. Hey shit ass. Wanna watch me speed bridge? I've been holding in a shit for 3 hours. Wow. Get that clip ready button. Click button ready, guys. This is a clip on its way. Someone's reading. I can never read what it says, though. Oh, it's Pepu. We were just talking about you, my dude. Thanks for the 4, Pepu. We just passed by one of your own personal little booths over here on the canal, and that was really cool. Pepu raid is the best raid. So it says you're muted on here. Rated him at the worst part. Unbelievable. We're gonna have to clip that shit ass shit stuff. How you been, Pepu? Yeah, you do. You had a booth that I hadn't seen before, and it had your name on it. It said Little Pepu's apples. Something like that. I'll tell you what's even more strange. If you weren't the one that put it up, because then I don't even know. You've got an imposter, I think, maybe. Very strange. One baked bread, left one melon. Pepu was part of the event of the year thus far. During the wedding, the Pepu Yellow 7 wedding. It was truly a beautiful event. It was magical. Seeing two people just love each other so much. It's special. Isn't that weird? I don't know. It was definitely there, though. I'll you check the VOD. I think it was maybe at the 10 or 15 minute mark. If you didn't put it up there, you've got a fan that put one up there for you. We just missed whoa. What the hell? Unbelievable. I stopped working on the canal near spawn, and this is what we end up with. SMH my head. Shaking my SMH head. Yeah, if I think about it, I'll get a screen cap and I'll DM it to you. Cherry, what is up? Thanks for coming by. iPhones and stuff at the Apple booth. Yeah, man, that's a good idea. The Apple booth. You know, it's not a bad idea. Make like a Apple store. But then again, it'd be mostly glass and it'd be dead in like a day. Man, we are rocking out here. It was Gapples. I think there was only a couple left, but if I remember correctly, there was like 5 or 6 signs in there. But it was on the positive X side. So I don't know if it was a old booth or something else, but definitely had your name on it. Definitely said that you were giving out apples or something. I don't know. Now, we were just talking before about how this canal is like barely recognizable over here anymore. And I'm not trying to give you any ideas or anything, dude, but I've not seen a single Pepu sign, which is really bizarre. Normally there's like, I don't know how many. I think I counted at one point and there was like at least a dozen giant Pepu signs along the way, all through this spawn area. Thanks. Cat 3 was here. Noted. Is that why you had to take my sign down? To leave that important sign there in its place? I can honestly say, though, that this is probably the longest that I've gone without refilling these bad boys, and God, I gotta get better about it. Looks like somebody went on YouTube and looked up how to lava cast. Jeez. Boobs. The lava casts are fun, though. Some spawn groups started removing them, so I just gave up trying close to spawn. Yeah, that sounds right. Do you know what spawn group it was? There's like half 100 of them. When you invite Spotify on to add to your playlist, you're really taking a risk, because sometimes they just have a mind of their own. Worst collaborator ever. Yeah, and I've been kind of busy with other projects, so even if I can't fix the entirety of Spawn all at once, I should probably come back here and do something. The what end? I know it's probably the Watchmen, but that's not what I see. It's like it says the what end to me. That kind of language, unbelievable. No place for that over here. That is the part of the trouble I've been having with this Unga Bunga fellow. I respect all religions and all, but I'm just saying, what have you done for me lately? I'm gonna go back to once a week, maybe twice a week on these booths. Seems like there's a lot of hungry new friends, and when I'm doing it not on the stream, I can actually go through the effort of like excuse me, fixing some of this stuff up, you know. It's a foot race now as it is, so if we do E-fly in the water, well, that answers that question. Though on the plus side, I could probably go back to using shaders and stuff, since this whole section doesn't seem like it's so congested. And I was talking to a fellow streamer and homeboy, Musk Wizard, about doing stream stuff, and getting murdered in the process. And there's not really a good way of dealing with that kind of thing. You just kind of gotta cross your fingers anytime that you're doing it in a public area. And thankfully, I am kind of used to it at this point. He asked me, he's like, well, if you're in public areas, why don't you have a few people, you know, doing it with you so they can help back you up? Like, you know, fight PvPers when they show up. I was like, man, I got a ton of people that would love to help. Hey, we were just talking about you, Musk Wizard. And like, I was like, yeah, we've got a bunch of people, you know, I got a bunch of people that would love to show up and, you know, help out, watch my back, and, you know, kill all the, you know, griefers and PvP guys and psychopaths, and, you know, idiots that show up and try to kill me. But every single time that I do that, I get blown up every single time. It seems like the more people that I have with me, the more chance for collateral damage, the more chance for people that are showing up to, like, try to prove themselves or whatever. House. Or like, oh, look, they've got, you know, he's rolling with all these people. You know, I'm going to sneak in there. Now it's like a challenge to, you know, sneak by all of the other PvP guys to come over and, like, kamikaze kill me. I just know every time that I'm rolling with people, I get my ass kicked. Every single time. Hey, there you go, Pepu. I think this is that same Soda Robert build. All the gold and lapis is gone, of course, but good stuff. Ears reporting, yeah. My bad. Stay in the water, it's harder for them to crystal you. You can also use E-pearls to get away and fly off. Yeah. There are a lot of ways to, you know, skedaddle. When I'm on the water, it is harder, but I mean, they could just place a crystal on the water because it's only one deep. And then they just blow me up. Can't PvP worth a shit all. Yeah, me and you both, Musk. It's like, I tried to learn at one point, but like, it's a combination of like keyboard and controller stuff that is very confusing. And so much of it is based off of your ping. Amadeus, Amadeus. This song slaps, dude. I can't think of many songs that go harder than this one. But yeah, no, I'm terrible at PvP. I have people that come with me, or used to come with me all the time, that are like really good PvP guys. Thanks for the diamonds. Except for Kobe, he sucks. JK Kobe. Now Kobe's really good. Kobe, Simp Police, Tai. People that I would consider, I don't know, like, probably top tier people. So it's just, you know, I roll with them and then I get blown up anyways. And of course, it's not their fault, you know. They're doing everything that they can. CMS God first. Thanks for coming by. Still some of that lapis. Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of what it's there for. Even if you asked Soda Robert, I mean, you know that stuff's going to get stolen. And, like, it's kind of more of a donation. So if you're using it for something good, then good for you, you know. House empty. I think this one's been here. Builder at heart, always will be. Truth, yeah. I've been so busy. It's funny, when I started playing on 2B2T, it's like all I ever did was build and, you know, repair the canal. And obviously I stocked these booths, but building is like what I like doing more than anything else. But the more time I spend here, it seems like my list of tasks and obligations tends to grow. To the point where, like, sometimes I just want to sit down and build. Like, hey, I'm just going to sit down and build for a bit. No. Not allowed. There's nobody holding a gun to my head or anything, but if I'm building, all I can think about is there's so much more constructive stuff I could be doing right now than, you know, just building. And that's dumb. You know, I'm not saying that that's a good way to think. I'm just saying that that's the way my brain works. Very not cool. When are we going to do our VC stream building and messing around? That's a good idea. We should. I need to set it up. Do you have a Twitch account? I don't even think I'm following you. Send me your Twitch via Discord DM, and I'll make sure I'm following. Build collab. This is Kasha Juju, by the way. One-hit wonder from the 80s. The lead singer of this band, in addition to being one of the strangest looking people I've seen in my life, with what has to be the dumbest haircut that's ever existed. Ooh. Alright, it's kind of cool. Let's check this out. Quickly. Just a moment. Not only is he a strange-looking fellow with what has to be the dumbest haircut I've seen in my life, he is also in another band whose name escapes me right now. But they are the band that sang the theme to The Never-Ending Story. Which is, if you don't know, a fantastic movie from the 80s. If you haven't seen it, I can't recommend it enough. Although they did make a sequel, I'd stay away from that if I were you. Do what you can. Yeah, everything gets blown to hell out here. I think you might have missed it a little earlier, Chris, but like, it was just these weird lava casts defying the laws of physics. This music's killing me. Don't get me wrong, this one's pretty decent, but I'm just going to do random now. And we're just going to be stuck with what we're stuck with. I don't know if it was Pepu or not, but somebody, I think it was Pepu. I might be wrong. But said they went to go see a Flock of Seagulls concert in elementary school. And I'm like doing the math in my head like, wait a minute, that can't be right. But my guess is that it's one of those things where like the old band goes out and does a bunch of shows when like they're in their 70s or whatever over at little tiny venues, which, you know, got to keep the lights on. Bridge is really nice. You should. There's no copyright on stuff. When I got some of my builds put on the 2B archive, I did notice some similar builds popping up. And I mean, I don't have like a copyright on color palettes, you know, especially block palettes, and especially in 12.2, 1.12.2. the fuck's going on here, man? We're like water cubed. I certainly don't have some kind of patent on block pallets. I'm very meticulous, though, with building, and that's why I build so slow. Anytime I build something, it's like dinosaurically slow. I spend hours like placing blocks in like a little square on the ground over near the build, or what's going to be the build, and like placing all the blocks in like a little pattern to try to find out which ones look good with each other. And then like I get frustrated when I don't have access to the blocks that I want. When I'm using like prismarine brick.
Whopper, 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 Junior, double, triple, Whopper, flame grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup, it's okay if I don't want that impossible or bacon. Whopper, any Whopper, my way. You rule your season today and BK. Have it your way. You rule.
I hope you're proud of yourself, Knight. The one thing that I asked. Mother of God. So, somebody that lives in my house is like, hey, you should put this fun song as one of the sound alerts on your stream. It's like really popular. I'm like, there's no way that I'm going to put that on there. There was a discussion, and I said, all right, I'll put it on there, but I'm literally going to say on the thing, don't play this. And they're like, if you say, don't play this, people are going to play it. And I'm like, no, they're not going to play it. Nope. The very first sound alert played. Of course it is. Nicely done, Knight. Almost decent, my dude. Hey, thanks for coming by. How you been? I love it when Almost Decent comes by. Oh, hold that thought. Jeez. Anybody need any cobble? I do have some dynamite shulkers just sitting around. Who knows? Yeah. On the canal. Oh, that was you. Okay. Yeah. Well, it wasn't. You didn't spook me, dude. What happened was, I had auto log on and I was AFK. So I came back over and it just said, so-and-so came by and was, within a few blocks. I don't want to say your Minecraft username in case that's a secret, but such and such, was in so many blocks of you. Always just auto log to stay one step ahead of the griefers and the haters and the maniacs. But yeah, Almost Decent comes by every single stream, I think. Even just like a few minutes, and it's just boom. Hey, what's up? I really appreciate it, man. Lily PP. I don't know who that is. I'm going to have to check Name MC when I'm done with this and see if there's a Lily PP around. Some people will have you think that it's a messed up little Pepu sign. No way. New user named Lily PP. Oh, yeah, so it said, Swisher Surgeon came by here. I was like, oh my god. I logged out immediately. But my friend list is like all over the place because I think that gotta fix this drink here. I think that the Lambda, Future, and Rusher friend lists are like all over the place. And like, you know, you can't like combine them, and like the auto disconnect reads different things at different times. It's very confusing. A category on the friends list. Yeah, right? Wouldn't that be cool? I think there's a lot that you can do, or you should be able to do, as well as being able to add multiple people at once. I know there's like a text file you can kind of drop in there and overwrite or whatever. Yeah, mining cobble is a pain. Collecting cobble's okay, but when you have to mine all the cobble individually, it doesn't insta-break with Haste 2. That looks familiar. I think I know what that was. It's a secret. Cobblestone, it's the highly sought after substance on the server. But maybe it'll start looking a little more like home. Spent all my time for the first maybe 2 or 3 months, literally every moment over on this this section here of the canal, and like, I don't want to say it's like distressing, but it's really just weird how much it's changed in just a month or so. But that happens, I think, with anything. When you have a baseline set and you have a standard, people come to recognize it, and they come to acknowledge it as part of the scenery and kind of, you know, just build around it. Of course, there's people that'll just drop withers all over the place, you know, because it's how it is. But then when that one constant thing is gone, it's kind of like this period of chaos tends to reign for a bit, where people are just sometimes in a hurry to leave their mark, or sometimes they just see it as like, you know, the meme there, it's free real estate. But if you were to twist my arm and say, hey, Mr. Roster, what is the deal with spawn, the whole spawn area? What would cause it to look all jacked up in just the last month or so? Really twist my arm, I would say that it is the fact that it looks different. That constant that people are so familiar with in the uniform layout and stuff is gone, and then everything just kind of descends into chaos. I guess these are supposed to be like bumper rails or something. I'm building something at my base, and I need cobble. I don't have any shulkers of it. Yeah, it's a hot commodity. My buddy Ninja Sir is making map art, and I told him, he was like, you're gonna have to put a base down if you're building over the ocean, or else Baritone's gonna get all donked up. I think I can get some cobble. One day later, he's like, oh my god, I need so much cobblestone. If you make map art, man, you need cobblestone. Tons of it. using it as part of one of the main blocks on one of your builds, Chris, you're going to have to gather some. I'll give you some TNT if you want to come down to spawn. Take out some of these lava casts. You have to get with my boy Star Lightning. He loves taking out lava casts with TNT. It's like his favorite thing in the world. Uh-oh. I started making one single map art. It's funny how the auto mod triggered even though it was already censored. Funny how that works. How do you make map arts? Yeah, so you make them, you know, and you probably know this, but I always start with the easiest answer first. In case there are noobs or people on the that are here that don't know anything about Minecraft or 2B, just place a bunch of blocks in a certain order to when you load a map, it pops up as an image. More specifically, there is a website whose name I can't think of right off the top of my head. If you type in Minecraft map art generator, is it Mirrorhaze? No. Anyways, it's a site that you load the image that you want onto the site. You choose the types of blocks that you have access to, the types of blocks you want to use, whether you want to do like just carpet or just concrete or, you know, all blocks in, you know, whatever edition you're in. And it pops up the whole schematic on there along with a list of how many of each block you need and stuff like that. And if you've got Baritone, Baritone can build it for you. See, all this obsidian is new. I think somebody got a hold of some obsidian and just went over to spawn and decided to just be silly. But I had a map art all set up over in some secret area, and through trial and error, I had finally had everything and all the blocks together and everything ready to make it, and I had to remake the base like 5 times because I was an idiot. I wasn't thinking, and I made the base for the map art. Okay, this just goes on forever. I made the base of the map art in a flippin' snow biome. So I was like halfway done with laying the, what is it, 6x6? 8x8? 8x8, I think. Chunk grid. And then I looked over and saw some snow on there, and I didn't think much of it at the time. I'm like, oh, look at the snow, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, if there's snow now, there's going to be snow later on when you try to make your map art, and it's going to obscure it and look stupid. And it was true. It would look stupid. So I had to abort. This is when I was hella new, so I didn't have like a baritone setup or anything. So I was just going to place every single block by hand, like without any schematics or anything else. Basically, it was just straight lunacy, like I'd lost my flippin' mind. I very highly recommend that you use baritone. Or Schematica, or Lightmatica is the newer one for Fabric. Rebane, thank you, Knight. That's the one. Making yesterday making an art gallery for all the maps I've collected, plus a few banners that I'm pretty proud of. Holy crap, that's awesome. That's a ton of maps. Hey, thanks for coming by, Caden. Appreciate it. Cookie advertisement. The cookie advertisement. These guys speak for themselves. No, it was gonna be canal on top. It was gonna be a picture of a musician by the name of Falco. He's close to a religious figure in this household. He's an Austrian singer, and you might recognize him as part of the animated GIF that I use all the time in Discord. Also the dude that pops up on the screen every now and then. Over there. That's Falco. He was a tremendously talented dude and definitely died way too young. Tragic. So what's up with the obsidian roof? It's like mostly gone, I think. Or at least a ton of it is. The last time I checked, somebody was trying to carve like a word or a picture or something out of the roof, and then it just turned into remove everything. You can't keep up with the goings on. Dragon's cool looking. Is that new?
How do you do, fellow kids?
Vortex. That's literally me. Do I have a bow? No, of course not. Of course I don't have a bow. Yeah, that's me all the time. You're hanging out, talking about plans to build stuff or repair things or whatever else. Like that random grandpa is like, sounds like fun, guys. Where are we starting? I promise you, I only have one Morrissey song liked, and only on one playlist. And it seems like every time I've got a random playlist, Morrissey pops up. It's one Morrissey tune. Okay, we'll throw them all in there. Bonus cookies for these guys. So I still stand by the fact that Spawn isn't like super mega hard. But I was helping a new player. Like, not helping like with my dude, but helping like kind of directing them as they spawned in. It isn't super hard. It really isn't. But like, even to this day, getting food is still a huge pain in the ass. Even when I tell people, oh, just do this, this, and that, and no problem. Normally I recommend people get some sticks and some string. You just go underground anywhere and get some string, you know, catch some fish. And you can fish while you're waiting for crops to grow or whatever. But like, it's never that easy. Jesus. it's never that easy. The old fish spawn rates, we're sitting there like forever, just waiting for something to pop up. Very, very slow. That's the guy. That is Falco. He's my man. Good old Falco. Yeah, but you know, there's still, oddly enough, there's still some like underground bootleg melon farms kicking around within like the lesser spawn region, within, you know, a couple thousand blocks of spawn. Hey, Lorazepam and Aplexia. Those are buddies of mine. Date Withers, that's so cute. By the way, I should probably do my commenting on unmuting no name 2B2T. I don't even know why they got muted in the first place. Probably being too good at what they do. There is a special treasured art, you know, in being a chat friend, because it's not as easy as it looks. No name 2B2T, master. Everything else in the chat's been like near impossible. Oh boy, here comes trouble. Yamez, my man. Thanks for the 11, dude. What was going on in the Yamez stream today? I hate missing them. Almost decent. Yo! Clamez. I was just talking about how the whole spawn area looks like a completely different place lately. Flying around. Found an old grief I already found before. Dead body with PvP gear. You always wonder what the story is behind the random dead body with PvP gear. Like a outlaw that ran into the wrong cowboy out there, or you know, just fell off of something. I haven't been out that far yet either, and that's something that I'd like to do. I mean, I don't want to just, you know, go out and base hunt, but you always find the weirdest stuff when you get out. Not too far, mind you. You know, you get out into like the millions. And like, maybe you could find a deep stash out there, but most of the time it's just like nothing. You know, it's just you're playing survival. 350k out. Yeah, that's 350k. That's like a sweet spot right there. That's like where you find cool stuff, some old bases and other stuff. You know, you're not gonna find some huge dupe stash, but I mean, who needs huge dupe stashes at this point, right? I'd much rather find small bases and try to figure out what went wrong. Who was the last person that logged off from that base and walked away from it all? There's some deep 2B2T lore there for sure. Don't know real pain until you follow a chunk trail for our dead body at the end. That's so true. And I remember, I think, Knight, when you were doing that, and it was like tragic. Sometimes it's just a dead body. Sometimes it's like a random dirt hut or something. Or a sign, you know, that says, "Thanks for following my chunk trail, LOL." That'd be particularly brutal. Before Byzantine leaked my main base, 600k out. Well, hopefully you learned a lesson from it, Chris. We gotta be careful who we trust, and someone with Byzantine in their name. Base not that far out. It's still a decent amount away from spawn. You'll have to take me by sometime. I promise I will not leak it. If someone on here was legit like my worst enemy, you know, like somebody that threatened my family, you know, showed up and ruined everything that I had all the time, constantly, tried to dox me, whatever else, even then I wouldn't leak their base. You just don't do that. You want to go find their base and you want to go grief it, go right ahead. But leaking it, that's weak. Doesn't matter whose it is, you don't leak people's bases. There's excitement of finding a stash. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely, man. That's because people say, I mean, if you were to listen to what chat has to say, you know, when, you know, once or twice a night when somebody asks, how far out do I have to go to find a stash? And chat in general, they say, oh, you've got to go like at least 4 million out to find a stash. And like, if you want to build a base, it's going to get griefed the very next day unless you build it, you know, 2 million blocks out. It's like, you know, generally speaking, once you get over 100k, things are very, very dead. Even like 50k, because people don't realize that coordinates are kind of exponential. Well, that's not the right word, but just because you're 50k out, you know, there's so many different directions and paths, that ways that can look, you know. And move over a little closer, but you see all of the cool random stuff that people left behind, and then you have that, you know, moderate chance of finding something cool out there. These people say all of the chunks have been loaded out there. No way. Yeah. Once you get to like, I'll say even like 200k, you'll find huge swaths of area where there haven't been any chunks loaded. So you can't tell me that every single stash has been found. Did somebody build on the giant statue? Oh, no, okay. It didn't render in. I always stop right in like the teabag position of this giant dude. Ha, friend. I think that's what I'm gonna do. What I've been doing lately, only like the last couple streams, is starting a scavenger hunt. And the idea, and I think I ask this every time, if you could just pause 2B2T right now and get a tally of every single item in every single chest and every single player's inventory, besides unique items like banners and unique written books, what is the item that there will be the absolute least amount of? And I've gotten a number of decent answers, but like, it's not as easy of a question as you would think, because sometimes, you know, sometimes you think that it would be, you know, something that people don't use very often, but maybe it's a building block that somebody duped at some point, you know, and you think, well, creeper heads are really hard to find, but you know that during all of the big dupe waves back in the day, people duped a bajillion creeper heads and put them in kits, and they sell them at stores and all that other stuff. And you can say the same thing about player heads, because I don't even think you can get those in the game anymore. Don't quote me on that, but I see them all the time in, you know, the 2B shops and stuff, so they're out there as well. I said poison potato has to be up there, because when people, You have to plant the potatoes. They don't just form naturally. And when people get poisoned potatoes, they usually just chuck them. And I guarantee you that nobody's ever duped a poisoned potato. Go to a shop and try to buy a poisoned potato. I dare you to. Yep, XQ found Jack the Ripper's main stash. Did he? Man, XQ is he is a baller. No doubt about it. Very cool guy too. I don't know if you guys ever had the chance to talk to him. Very chill, very down to earth. Has a good taste in music. Very friendly to new players too. The kind of person that you want in a server like this for sure. Stick with the original guess of Rabbit's Foot. That's right. You were there for that, or for one of the sessions. Rabbit's Foot is a good choice. And I've had a few other... What, dude? I'm out of blocks. Where am I gonna find more blocks, guys? A lot of good suggestions, but I think that my favorite one, and I'm sorry that I can't think of who it was. It's SDADSSS. It is a skill issue. I'm not out to get you. It is a skill issue. And who was it? Oh man, that's gonna kill me. I apologize because I can't come up with it. But the idea was that it was a bow, but it's a bow that has infinity. And are you a friend, or are you here to like crystal me? I think they're a friend. I'm gonna take the risk. Hi, friend. What do you guys think? Is he a friend, or is he out to crystal me and laugh at me? Hi, friend. I'll even throw in some gapples. He thinks I'm like trying to bait him. That's the first step. And they take them. They're like, cool, thanks, friend. Let me get a little bit closer, and 100 million crystals, and then I'm dead. And they're like, ha, I was secretly a bad guy. But every single time without fail, they message me afterwards, and they're like, I'm so sorry that I blew you up on stream. I'm kind of like, okay. You know, if you're going to do it, do it. If you're not going to do it, don't do it. You know, but don't do it and then tell me afterwards that you didn't mean to, you know, hunt me down and blow me up. Water arrows. Oh, man. Don't get me started on the water arrows. That was my favorite. Arrows of splashing. Splashing arrows, I think. Yeah, I don't trust him either, Knight. But I gave him some cookies and some gaps. Because I'm not a jerk. Anyways, bow, right. It's a bow, but it has mending and infinity and no other enchantments. Just mending and infinity. That combination is like, you know, obviously it doesn't spawn anymore, and it's super hard to get your hands on. But when people dupe bows like that, they dupe that double enchantment with a bajillion other things on it. You know, they want flame and power and sometimes unbreaking and mending. Oh, mending's already on there, but there's a bunch of them on there, right? How many bows do you think just have only mending and infinity? I wager it's very low. Don't trust the spawn masons. They're out to get you. It's 11:30 p.m. Do you know where your kids are? Because they might be with the spawn masons. That's not like what it sounds like. Wow, that's going to sound really bad out of context. It's an old commercial from the 80s. Do you know where your kids are? Oh crap, shut up, God roster. Swear to God. Bad context. Everyone's rushing over to that clip button. Four. I say there's at least 5. Although 4 is a good guess. Arrow of splashing. That's part of my new setup. I'm just going to be the local fireman that shows up, puts out fires with arrows. I'll get a whole squad together. We'll all get, you know, leather armor. Or, no, we'll get gold armor, right? So we got that whole yellow thing going on. And we'll just roam around spawn, shooting arrows of splashing at people. Truly, truly a worthy cause. Okay, I think that's probably enough cookies for these guys. Better be, damn it. Ah, fuck it, we'll just put them all in here. Whoever finds this place first is going to be super excited, and they're going to take every last one of them. If you guys were here before the raid and everything else, you should definitely be following Yamez. He's got some fantastic content. Whenever I see the streams, I try to, you know, I try to tune in just because it's like sometimes, you know, it's not great. And I'm just like, okay, it's good to support and stuff like that, you know, because you're supposed to, you know, help support each other. But, you know, most of the time, especially the people that I mention out, right? A lot of the streamers are just, you know, hella fun. You know, you sit there and watch them all day. I know Musk just started streaming recently, and his streams are always fun to watch. Mainly because he slowly just runs out of totems as time goes on. And when you're out a few million blocks and you don't have any totems, you've got to fly very carefully. Thanks for the food, Cody. Cody is the W. What are the odds that Cody Smile is putting all those signs up himself? It's part of his new publicity tour. Nope, I don't trust any of those roads. But I've got, some players here. This is Sufjan Stevens. It's like the saddest song in the world. If I talk too much about it, I'm going to get all depressed. No, but I got to get a better list going. And I've got to eventually find all of them. There are some that I just know straight up I'm not going to find. Like, there's no way I'm going to find a tattered book. And there's no way I'm going to find, like, well, no. I bet I could find one of the enchanted books that has no enchantments on it. Additionally, I have some inside information from a very reliable source that the double protection armor is still capable of spawning. So there are certain places and certain dudes that you can kill that you can still get like those secret double enchantment things from. When I say double enchantment, I mean double protection. Like it'll have regular protection, and then it'll have, I think, fire protection. I think. Something like that. Gold stairs here. I stole all the gold. Hehehe. Oh, that's just mean. Oh, snap. I don't think people say that anymore. This song's a banger, though. I don't want to lose your love tonight. Haha. Karaoke. I've got a plan. I've got to move to a certain distance. I found out the hard way that apparently it's very easy to geolocate somebody, not with terrain exploits, but signs. You gotta be careful. Gotta go just a little bit further out. We're gonna find some cool shit though, I know it. Seems like there's less withers around here, too. Maybe that's just me. Must have been like a deforesting process. Tattered books are a thing, but they are super rare. And man, honestly, I don't know a ton about 2B, and a lot of the stuff I say isn't bullshit, but like sometimes isn't accurate because it's all that, you know, it's what I understand of it. And my understanding of it is that tattered books are only available when there's a book that somebody either made through a backdoor or that was removed by the admins for one reason or another. Maybe it was like a book ban thing, you know, the book ban kick thing, where you have a certain series of characters that kick somebody out. Or whatever it might be, you know, the address of one of the admins' houses. When that book is deleted or whatever, or removed, or however it works out, it becomes an item called a tattered book. Which means that they would be super, 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 super rare. And, you know, anybody correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't, like I said, I'm guessing on a lot of this stuff. Item tag only obtainable in creative. Okay. Well, that means that somebody would have had to have, been in creative to do it, which means it would have been somebody that did the backdoor the server trick, or ooh, what do we got here? Let's open her up. Nope. It was fun while it lasted. But if it was something that was like even remotely obtainable, you have to assume that there would be some 2B shop that was touting it, being like, this is the rarest thing on the server. You see people selling like original copies of books by like 2B celebrities and stuff, and like, if someone's gonna buy that, I can only imagine that somebody would buy like a tattered book. I'm willing to bet that they're around. It's just a matter of where. That's why there's some part of me that would love to see like that inventory list that I was telling you about before. Just go down to the bottom and see like what there's, single digit copies of. You guarantee you there's some weird stuff on there. The problem with banners though is that there's no way of telling that it's like an original banner. If somebody made a banner in, 2014, I'm pretty sure that it would look just the same as a banner that was made in like, today. That's why I almost think there should be a way of identifying how old certain things are. Banners and like, how with a book, when you sign it, it shows on the thing that it's an original. It seems like that would be a very easy thing to implement. Selling an original banner, or even just collecting an original banner, I think a lot of people would enjoy that. I have a few original banners, but the only way that I know that they're original banners is because I'm the one that made them, so it turns into a trust me bro kind of situation. Extra tag on the book, yeah. Seems like it's so easy. Crystallizing has one. Really? Someone non-2B2T made a video explaining the crystallizing. Really? I'll stick a sign over here. I got some signs left. I just sit here right on the highway. No big deal. You write that, and then you leave like 12 of them. Got it all figured out now. I don't know who crystallizing is. I'm sure that they are. Weather on the highway, wow. My prize banners are the ones I took from Baron Dome's Void Cavern, because I know that they're legit. Yeah. And people that collect stuff, it's like, it's so hard to prove. I mean, you're always going to know the truth, and a lot of times that's enough, but when you tell other people about it, you have to assume that they're just going to be like, yeah, sure, buddy. It's more important that everybody else can just make up their own story however they want to. Let them think what they want. just a little bit further out here. I can avoid the spooky stalkers and such. Crystallizing runs the... Okay, yeah, I know that guy. I don't mean I know that Discord. Who is Baron Dome? Or what is Baron Dome? Oh, Baron Dome's a player and their Void is a thing. I had a 2B lore guy that was really helpful with this kind of stuff, but then he kind of turned out to be a dick, so I have no lore. Why did he? Why would he take down his videos? I mean, if he's really that popular, I'm sure that he's making residuals on all his old stuff. And I know that, you know, making YouTube bucks isn't the only reason to have videos up, but I'm not going to leave my position willingly. Yep, there you go. My most prized possession books got stolen because I tried to put them on display. It was like my first month playing. It was dumb. But my thought process was, why have something, you know, if you can't display it, and look at it, and you enjoy it? And like, you know, those are the words of an idiot. You can't display anything like that ever, for any reason, no matter what. I'm gonna go a little further up. You leave it out on display, it will get taken. There are some people that are really, really into the signed books. I've got a few signed books, and I got a few that were gifted to me that are, I guess you could say, valuable, but like they don't really mean anything to me. I would much rather have a book, you know, that was made for me by somebody. You know, instead of like, hey, this is this person's book that this person made for some other guy a long time ago. I understand the history behind it, but for me, you know, it's like... Oh, that's just a wither. Okay. Just making sure. I want to get wrecked. Quit for some reason and just got rid of all of his stuff. Absolutely. I keep books. Well, nope, not going to make that mistake again. I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to do it in the nether. Am I good? Am I good? Are we good? Yeah, we're good. We're good. You get lulled into this, you know, sense of comfort. And really, it's like all it does is force you into doing really stupid crap. Being reckless. We've got the ultra chill music on. Yeah, absolutely. I love giving out books, you know. I'm not like weird or like you know, I don't want to say elitist, but I'm not like weird about the whole thing. I don't have like some kind of, you know, perceived future value of any books, you know. I just make them. Anyone that asks, I'll give them one. But that's just the thing, is that I also won't give books to people unless they ask. And this part might sound stupid, but I'm not gonna... Seeds. Coming from overseas. I also won't, let me get rid of some of this dirt. I won't ask somebody for a book. And, that's just like a me thing, you know. It's perfectly fine, of course, for you to ask for a book, because how else is someone gonna know? But the collection of books that I have, that are made out to me are all books that, people have volunteered. None of them are books where I was like, hey man, can you write a book for me? Of course, you know, it's almost like a hypocritical thing. I'll fall asleep to this music here. Oof. There we go. But unlike you guys, I collect kind of like odd stuff. Collection's pretty lame. Find a hidden Havlin book. Hunting one of the borders is pretty good. Havlin. If your auto log is off, you're taking out valuable stuff. Oh, I know. Yeah. Whenever I do a stream, I turn auto log off because, like, what am I gonna do? You know, if somebody shows up to kill me, I'm gonna auto log and just sit there like, okay, guys, I'm just gonna hang out here, waiting for this person to set up a crystal trap. Like, you know, just kill me and get it over with. Let's look in here first. Here's a hermetic lock book. That's not like, I think a lot of these I was just given by, actually a lot of them I got from Ninja. This is a copy of the Star Lightning book that I made for Star Lightning. Copy of a Paul Steve book. Paul Steve, man, was one of the books that I had, one of like my first books, and it like got stolen. Oh, look, it's the Big Mac recipe by McDonald's. I think I saw one of these online or something. Didn't this one get like duped a whole bunch? The McDonald's one. I don't know. I've seen it online in different places. Those are actual enchanted books. Oh. That's from another friend. I don't want to open it because I think there's some private info in there. God Roster's Tale. Very inappropriate. Does it have the recipe in it, though? Good question. Gotta make sure that I pull these out one at a time, in case the random act of God shows up out in the middle of nowhere. All I know is that when I needed McDonald's, Armor Smith was there for me. So no. It does not have the recipe. I feel like I'm on the Antiques Roadshow. They're going to lose a lot of value. It's clearly not a first edition. There's some scuffing on the inside of the cover here. Oh, look, this is... Here's a fancy one. XCC2, I didn't even know who he was when he wrote this one for me. I hear that he is a very cool dude. This is To Armor Smith by Fit. These are all just copies, though, and so many of these can be duped, you know. Southern Anal, Maxi Taxi. I got a Sal C1 book, book 5 of 50. And hey, Swisher Surgeon. Keep up good work. Thank you, Swisher Surgeon. See, like, book 5 of 50, I've got 5 of them. There's one from Xmon, Jopari, copy of a copy from I Tristan. Copy of a copy, you end up getting so far removed from stuff. This book confirms Amy 2 is a cat girl uwu. Okay. First personalized by Noob1 Tall. This is by Fevxi. I don't know who that is. Hey, it's Cody Smile. First personalized book. Nice to meet you. Keep up the great content. We will have to watch out for that dude. We'll let him get famous, and then I'll sell his book. I don't remember who it is. I remember it being a dude that I met, but I've signed so many books for people at this point. RB. You have a ranch book. I think I have 5 of them. That's the thing, is that, you know, when they're made, they're duped, so... Yeah. All originals. Well, when we meet up in game, just remind me, I'll just give you one. There's never anything, like, personal against these people, but I'd much rather have, like, you know, a book from someone I know than, you know, some random person that I've never met that probably doesn't even know that I exist. And thank you for coming out, RB. Good to see you, my dude. We finished the spooky spawn run. I don't want to jinx it, but this is thus far turning into what could be the first stream in months where I don't get randomly killed by somebody. We're gonna get out a little bit, do some flea market hunting. Bargain bin from broken stashes. So did you guys do anything in the April Fool's 1.19 2B server? No, straight from Ranch, the only book I got. That's a win. Yeah, I try to do the same whenever I can, you know. It's like there's this period of time though where like everybody streams at the same time, you know. all the other 2B streamers that I know, they all stream during that window. And I can always tell when somebody else is streaming during that window cuz like, you know, I have like half of the usual people that show up and I'm like, oh, it's kind of a slow night. And I look over, I'm like, oh, never mind. You know, Mega and Paul Steve are both streaming right now. You end up with a shared audience, which is, you know, awesome. But also kind of sucks. So I logged into the stream till late, yeah. Smart. This is the best way to do it. I don't post in chat either. I mean, I'm not going to say that. There's proof that I have. If I ever do post about my stream in chat, it is one singular time, and I almost never do it just because when I see people posting it in chat, it's always like this endless spam of like, you know, chat begging for people to like come watch the Twitch stream. I'm like, all you're really doing, I think, is just annoying people at that point. It's frustrating. I'd be frustrated. But like I was saying much earlier on, man, everybody that streams, people don't realize that every single streamer had their first stream in front of like 0 people. I have streamed 2 empty rooms before. And I never know how many people are watching, as my stream manager told me. Don't turn the stream manager's right there. Hi, stream manager.
Never leave it on. Never.
Never leave the viewer count on. It's always going to make you sad. Even when you get the higher numbers, you know, you're still going to see that number start going down. And then you're like, wait a minute. What did I do? What did I say? Oh my god, 5 people just left. Oh my god, I've got to change it up. High energy, high energy. Yeah, it'll make you bonkers. If you ever, anyone here that streams or is going to stream, just turn it off. Don't even look. Do the same stream with, you know, 0 viewers or, you know, however many. I certainly don't have, you know, crazy stream numbers, but honestly, I just do it because it's fun. You know, that's why I only do it like once a week, once every 2 weeks or so. Drink 3 monsters today and I feel like a crackhead. Valencia did Netherite and lost it twice. Yeah, dude, if I found out anything about the April Fool server, it's like I found out that I'm just not good at the game of Minecraft. I'm just bad. Like this, you know, fully enchanted armor and 600 million totems and hack clients have like really masked my suckiness for a long time. Like, get on that server, man, you get kicked in the teeth a few times. You know, if 2 skeletons show up at once, I'm like, oh man, it's nice knowing you guys. And I saw people doing that meteor fly thing. That was bananas, man. They looked like something out of a superhero movie or something. Crazy. I mean, you obviously you can't have something like that long term. That's gonna suck for everybody, but it looked like it was super fun. I was doing straight vanilla. It was pretty rough. Knight was there, though. Knight was over there at the base that we made. Our buddy Rommel Furnoy made enough netherite for everybody, like 1,000,000 times over. Yeah, and you know, there are some regulars, and that's awesome. That's why a lot of times the only reason that people know that my stream exists is because of the other people and all of the raids and stuff. Speaking of which, I gotta remember this time, when I'm done with the stream, I've got to look over and see if there's anyone else. I've literally never done a raid, and I'm not sure I exactly know how to, but I'm gonna look, and I'm gonna see if I can figure it out. We'll wait and see. And you have to just do it because you enjoy it, you know. If you go into it thinking, hey, I'm gonna be the next big streamer, I'm gonna be like, you know, whoever, I don't even know a lot of streamers, the next big stream guy, then, you know, you're gonna have a bad time. It's not worth it to just you know, set all of these super high expectations and cross your fingers. And and you don't want to, spam the chat and like, I know that there are streamers. I know for a fact that there are streamers that have straight up purchased some of their followers. And it's very transparent, It's like, so you're telling me that you have, 10,000 followers, and every single stream that you put up, you have like 3 people. To each their own, but like, you're not fooling anybody, and that's not how you get people to watch your stream. And it's pretty clearly just, oh. Low Netherrack. Oh, a chest with an E-chest. What do we have here? Chest with an E-chest is always promising. Laggy and unplayable. It was. Raid XQC. Yeah, I think I know that guy. Constantly checking Twitch for 2B players sometimes. MSC though, because you don't come up on search because you don't have 2B in the title or tags. Really? I better fix that. 50,000 followers, 1 to 2 likes on each post, yeah. And all the followers have these like, have these sus names, and all of them are following each other. Some weird, like, bizarre Instagram circle jerk. And people equate those numbers, and they delude themselves into thinking over time that all of these people are like legitimate and they're all like there for them. You're probably wondering why I'm going in this way. The answer is, I don't know. No, I'm just trying not to wreck the inside, jumping down. I'll try to raid somebody. I've got to mess around with the buttons and try to find the right way to do it. If there's a 2B guy on, I'll do them. If not, I'll just find the most popular person that's streaming and being like, here you go. I'm here with my 3 or 4. Enchanted iron picks. Melon membership. Oh, well, that's not appropriate. This has got chords. I'm not going to tell you my chords, but that's a long distance from where I am. These are erased by now, right? These aren't maps. What? Are these literally pieces of paper that somebody named on an anvil? Or is this what happens to maps once like they're no good anymore? I don't want to look at that one. I'll tell you what, if they're pieces of paper just named at an anvil, it fooled me. Raid someone's... Yeah, raid them with 13. There you go. Paper, yeah. I got wrecked. Named paper. That's pretty smart. I'm gonna... Let me... Oh, nope. I was gonna plug that up. That's not gonna happen. What's down here? Anything? Just junk. Cobblestone. Saplings. Spruce. Yeah. Okay. I'll keep this one, because I'll go to these coordinates. Maybe it's like a scavenger hunt. I didn't give out any shoulders today. Named paper. I got an anvil on me. Do I have an anvil on me? Of course I have an anvil on me. I'm gonna find the person that has the most people watching them, and I'm just gonna leap in there. It'll be like a booby streamer in a hot tub. And they'll completely ignore me. Or they'll be like, who the hell is God Rooster? Oh, no, don't want to rename that one. Is there any sugarcane? I kind of don't want to rename one of the ones that's already on there. I mean, I will if I don't have any sugarcane, because I'm not going to wander around forever, but I do have sugarcane. Nice. Looks like there's another floor here, too. I'm going to have to check that out as well. Can't believe you've done this. Named paper is going to be my new thing. Too broke to make a book. Tai, are you the one that's messing with Spawn? I've been carrying on and on about it like a... I don't know. Someone with dementia. Carrying on and on endlessly about the stupid Spawn thing. Spawn's like a nightmare. I am a busy dude, but I think I might have to take some time out of my busy schedule to go in there and like fix it. I can't ask anybody else to do it. It's all jacked up. Okay. Paper. There we go. That's going to replace the coordinate one that I took. I'll find a safe spot for my paper keepsake. I'll keep it in here. I'll check out the chords. And if there's nothing over there, I'll leave this thing over there in an item frame. It's like finding the other half of the sacred scarab necklace. Bootleg Declaration of Independence from an adventure movie. These two are going to stay with me. And I'll just stick them somewhere. Sorry, I'm not reading the chat again. Can you name who it is on the totem? Can anybody name who it is on the totem? First person to name it, I'll give them a God roster sub. Like my annoying ass water cubes. Was that you, Tai / Easter eggs with the water cubes? Not cool. It's kind of funny. How dare you? Yeah, Automod's dodgy. It's like that's the name of the stream. It is an Arrested Development reference. One of the characters on the show was going through a bunch of stuff and wanted to start over, so they got a custom license plate that says ANUSTART. McDonald's McGruff. No. If it was a McDonald's dude, it would be Grimace, but it is not. I'll spawn to 44K's waterlog. It stopped at 30 Cray before I started. I know who did the water logging. That was a deliberate process, but... Wait, what am I doing? ...2014. That can't be right. Is that legit a 2014 sign? I'll check it later. I don't need somebody flying over here to try to murk me while I'm exploring these forbidden ruins. Be more impressive if you got rid of it all right now. No! We are exploring. Can't just destroy things. That is lame sauce. Ancient redstone machine. I don't want to bang through the wall here. Because I messed something up. Oh, it's right over there. Oh, it's part of a spawner thing? I don't know. We came, we saw. Tai, you are a spawn hooligan. Oh, let's check the... Guess I'll check the furnaces real quick. Alright, we do what we can. On the oldest Anarchy server. Silly Cookie Man leaking cords everywhere. Such an epic 2014 base, am I right? Am I right, my dudes?
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
The poor base, she didn't stand a chance. If that, I'm going to double check if that really is a 2014 sign. That might be one of the oldest ones that I've seen on stream. Oh, flashbang. You know, almost decent. I don't know if it was you or not. Somebody redeemed that, and at the time the chat was going hella fast. On my end, I can only see it for a little bit, you know, before it jumps up out of the way. And I screwed somebody over and like totally ignored it. So I'm gonna, if it was you or somebody else, I'm gonna double my time. Oh, great. Here we freaking go. Yeah, but I had the chat was going fast because, you know, if something gets blocked by auto mod or the auto mod, then a whole bunch of alerts pop up, and you would think that if somebody redeemed some kind of cool thing, like I try to have like fun stuff for you guys to redeem, and like you think it would just pop up and stay there, you know, so the person can actually see it. Yeah, but when you're old and infirm like I am, it comes and goes. There's nothing cool over here. Unbelievable. I want my money back. Fuck. If you guys had any idea how loud those things are on my end, holy shit. What are you doing right now? There's no refill run. You're late, my dude. Wasn't you. I apologize. I try my best to keep up with stuff like that, but like, you know, I know somebody redeemed it. I just don't remember whom. Yeah, well, what I'm doing now, Tai, is Sorry, Easter eggs. What I'm doing now, Easter eggs. I already finished my refill run. I have to kind of bang through the refill run lately. I'm watching you, God Roster. I want to find you. This Drew guy in chat is a menace. I have finished the refill run, and what I'm doing now is scavenger hunting, flea market shopping over in the bargain basement. My favorite place to look around for stuff on the entirety of this server is... whoops, make sure I'm not going the wrong way. First time flying? Die Hard reference. Yeah, so I go to my favorite area. It's what I was talking to Yamas about earlier. It's that sweet spot where it's far enough out to where people kind of feel safe, but not far enough out to where it's like completely barren. You find that little nook in between. Come on, guys, want to play Skyblock? You find that sweet spot, and you find all of the old ruined bases and like some of the really small houses from new players and stuff. So we're doing some exploring. Yep, so we're doing some exploring. And there is at least a mild chance of running into something really cool, finding some junk. But really, the big one for me is the scavenger hunt. I want to find some of the really old, super rare items. Rare in a bad way. Like, why does this exist? Don't be afraid to check the villager chests. People at this point feel very comfortable with people not checking the villager chests. But we've got a small list. I've got a small list that I've compiled of the items that are super hard to find because nobody keeps them around. And I'm not going to be satisfied until I have every last one of them. I need splashing arrows. I found a rabbit skin, but not a rabbit foot. I still got to get a rabbit's foot. I got the poison potato, which was like the highlight of my life. I was legit like pumped. Like, yes! Genuine. And hair. I think I cut my hair. I found that poison potato, man. It was like the best. I still have it. I was so excited that I tried to name it on a crafting table. Some elite Minecraft playing stuff right there. Found a cute garden off the canal. It's over 2 months old, which is quite surprising. Do you know who built it? There are people that have been building gardens along the canal to try to help out number of odd, smaller canal groups. We're gonna find something cool, though. I'm sure of it. But once I find all of them, then that's gonna be it. That's why I need to try to think of some more rare items that I can find. And like pink sheep are pretty rare, but you could just dye them, and there's no way for anybody to know if they were dyed or not. At least once a week you see someone in chat saying, "Oh my god, I found a pink sheep." And I'm like, "Oh really? I don't believe you." all you can eat 14 made it. It's called the Southern Spawn Greenhouse. Ah! Wow, almost popped. That's what I get for being blind. Dumbass. Elytra broke. I've not died during a flashbang yet. That one was pretty close though. Oh, yep, good. Come on. Shoot. Okay. I hate walking off in the middle of a stream. I very rarely do it, but I gotta go grab something to drink. I'll be right back. Keep that. The old flashbang. Check Discord. Well, it's obviously very important, so I'll check it now. My glasses do like 70% of my holding my hair back stuff. Everybody stop what you're doing, I've got to check Discord. I will. Thanks, Knight. Appreciate it. Southern Spawn Greenhouse. Yeah, there's been talk in the chat about people making little gardens and stuff along the way. Over near Spawn. Oh. Where's the music? I turned the thing around too far. You guys see my awesome merch? Oh, where is it? Tell me that isn't the corniest, most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. Imagine getting that on your glasses that you wear every day. Once you hit a certain point in your life, you kind of don't care about what other people think anymore. And man, it is awesome. Anyways, sorry for the delay. Like I said, I hate taking random breaks like that. And I know I said I was going to do this a couple weeks ago and I never got to it. I've got to show you guys this monstrosity. Let me get it closer over to the camera here. This is a little baby can of Pepsi. And it is combined with Peeps. Marshmallow Easter monstrosity Peeps. So the people over at the Pepsi company must have had some kind of like meeting and been like, how can we improve our soda? How can we create a product that is somehow just as good as our product now, if not better? and make a little money in the process. And the idea that the entire room collectively came up with is to melt disgusting marshmallow bunnies into the Pepsi and create some kind of like unholy chimera of corn syrup and death. And I don't know who gave it the thumbs up. Somebody had to have given it the thumbs up at some point, right? And been like, yep, let's do it. And I have to assume that it only exists for people to be like, hey, look, this stuff is gross. And here I am talking about it when I'm the one that bought it. Pepsi Cross Peeps. It's so gross. Like, it smells gross and it tastes gross. Why? Why would you do that? Like, I know what Peeps tastes like. I know what Pepsi tastes like. They're probably not bad on their own, but when you put them together, I don't taste either of them. It just tastes like liquid styrofoam. I'm still in flashbang. I didn't forget. Oh my god. And the aftertaste is worse. Jesus. I gotta find out whose big idea that was. Wait outside their house, holding a boombox in the air, playing, I don't know, Despacito something. Owned by Medium Salad. Take care of your dog, man! Unbelievable. No. Get some more rockets. What a noble use of rockets, right? Bargain bin hunting. The 2B flea market. Oh. Oh my god, I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Ugh. This guy right here, though. Dr. Pepper strawberry cream. That's the real deal right there. That's definitely what I want to spend my hard-earned bucks on. Speaking of hard-earned bucks, my buddy Easter Egg / tie / Drew has a priority queue campaign going. If you want to help donate to it, DM me in the Discord. He has a FBI, open up! Fuck you, man. I've got to turn those down, man. I'm gonna like literally die of a heart attack right here on the stream. I'm literally gonna fall over and somebody's gonna have to call 911 and be like, this strange stream guy, I think he's dead. Thank you for that. I'm the one that puts them on there. I don't have anybody to blame but myself. The next book or cool titled item that I find, which based on the surroundings should be soon-ish. I'm going to have to save it. I'm going to put it on eBay. Since I now know that eBay still exists, it is still a thing. Oh my goodness. So do you think that there's anybody that still plays 2B on a regular basis that was around like in the original days, 2011, I think, 2012, something like that? And for every popular name, there's got to be, you know, a dozen randos that just showed up. Those 3-digit usernames. I don't know why this is so glitchy. It only happens when I'm doing stream stuff. I don't think it's a server thing, that's for sure. I'll save it in a box, and I'll give it to the first person that asks. Whatever it ends up being. You never know. You might get a renamed piece of paper in a chest instead of a book. It says suck my dick. Ooh. Almost decent, my man. I really appreciate that. I also owe a few more subs for people too. A lot of talk, not a lot of follow through. I get busy with stuff and then, you know, man, I wish I was, you know, like anybody who, I wish I was in my early 20s, just nothing to do. Just no responsibilities, just, you know, do whatever. I would stream every single day. As it is, I try to stream as often as possible. And honestly, I've got... Any of you can fight me on this. I guarantee you I have the best followers in the entirety of the platform. You will never convince me otherwise. That's exposed dirt. There's something over there. Somebody popping out of the nether, grabbing some wood, and then taking off again. Ah, there he is! That's my boy Falco. So, a quick story about Falco. He is, like I said, an Austrian singer guy, right? The first song that he released with a music video and everything was a moderately popular song, right? It was called Der Kommissar. This is the mid-'80s we're talking about. And he was incredibly talented and well-respected, but did not have a lot of money, right? So he said, here is this song that I wrote. Anybody that wants to can cover it, and I just want this small percentage of whatever you make with the song. Because he wanted to make another music video, but he just didn't have the money for it. Yeah, this is, needless to say, decades and decades before stuff like, you know, Spotify and YouTube, any computer stuff. People used to hustle around selling, like, bootleg cassette tapes and crap. Anyways, Falco, Der Kommissar is the name of the song. there is a group in the United States. The name of the band is After the Fire, I think. So After the Fire does a cover of this song, right? MTV is a fledgling network at this point, and they'll put anything on their network, right? They just need videos at this point. You know, there's like double digits worth of music videos because they just didn't exist before the platform. After the Fire released the cover of that Der Kommissar song, and it became pretty popular. The cover is crappy, but they ended up making some money off it, you know, just because it was a catchy tune and people got behind it. I'm going to try to see if I can find it right here. Just real quick. After the Fire, right? And this version, not nearly as cool. 5 minutes per, I'm giving you a double dose. 10 minutes. So they released this cover of this song. This is their version, the not as good version. The money that they used, they ended up giving to Falco for him to do his stuff and everything else. Falco used that money to make a music video because at this point in time, if you have a song and you don't have a music video on MTV, you're wasting your time because that was like the place to be. And old Falco used that money to create a new music video for this song. And it became the first non-English song to reach the US Billboard Top 20 whatever, you know. And man, it's a straight banger. Songs don't get better than this. Going back to glasses mode so I can actually see what's going on. Don't get me started on Falco. I'll talk forever about Falco. Amadeus. Okay. Forget Minecraft, guys. This is turning into an MTV history Falco stream. I'll just tell you all about him. Let's Immanuel Kant. Let's find a better list. Let me just look at my library and I'll find something cool. There we go. I know Kobe's not listening anymore, but this is a good one. He's the one that showed me this dude. Excuse me, sir. I gotta talk to the youth every now and then, find out all of the hip songs amongst the youth these days.
I don't want no picture with the president. I just want to talk to the man. Speak for the boys in the bando. And my nigga never walking again. Apologize if I'm hopping again. I know these things happen often.
Beautiful.
On the scene, I was lost in a dream.
Hey, Cecil's here. How's the Southern Canal today? Southern Canal every day is fantastic, Cecil. It is awesome to see you. Appreciate you coming by. Good Tech 9 song. It is. I better make sure I say it right here. J. Cole. Because when I hear J. Cole, it sounds like that clothing line. I think that there's a clothing line called J. Cole. No, but this guy's good stuff. Oh my God, Dino's here. I was wondering if you were going to show up, Hazel. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it. I'm a player. I don't even know, some of the soundtracks that I throw together, they don't really have a lot of cohesion. It's another one of the ones that's just kind of there. I haven't seen you streaming lately, Hazel. You've been taking a break? You're just not popping up on my thing. Yeah, Tech 9's cool. Tech 9, I'm a player. I will. Let me let this one ride out for a song or two. I'm not just. I get started on Spotify, and I'll just be a DJ stream from now on. I'm just gonna take requests in chat, play whatever song you guys want. I'm just gonna stand around, and I'm gonna talk loudly over it, rambling about some ridiculous stuff that happened like 40 years ago. Oh, you. Give me mining fatigue, you bitch. Are you scared? Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. Holy shit, man. Savannah Plateau. What's the closest that you've seen naturally generated terrain to the build limit? That's another fun thing that I'm going to start keeping track of. Natural generated terrain, how close to the build limit? 187 is what we got. I'm going to take a screen cap. I'm a player. A distant memory of the first time I saw MTV. Video was lying naked on the floor. Oh, it's called Torn by Natalie Imbruglia. My God, I had such a crush on Natalie Imbruglia. And man, I just... 187's new record, guys. And if it's not recorded anywhere else, that is a world record. 230? It wouldn't surprise me. I've seen his stuff that high. But Natalie Imbruglia is the music too loud? I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. No disrespect to you know, my boy Pac, but Natalie Imbruglia. God, I had such a crush on my wife had a crush on her too, so but my God. Bringing back memories. Natalie Imbruglia had that song and it was incredibly popular. It was she's kind of a one-hit wonder, but people always remember for that one song. There's nothing cool here. Lied to me. But one thing that people might not know is that Natalie Imbruglia song, which I know that if you don't know who that is, it sounds like I'm just saying a bunch of gibberish. But she was a very popular Australian singer, became very popular in the US, and she had a really good voice. She apparently was like a really cool person in Australia too, like played D&D and like, you know, wasn't all full of herself. She ended up in like a bunch of makeup commercials and weird shampoo commercials and crap here in the States. But, well, some cool off the canal. You're close. Want to Joe stream? Check Discord. I will. What the fuck, Dusty? Bullshit. I can't believe these harpies and their prio. You're gonna have to skip the Coors Light for like a week, my dude. Dirt Hut. Smooth as a motherfucker, me and my nine. Thanks for coming by, Dusty. It is always a pleasure to have you here. You can enter the Prio sweepstakes. I've been thinking about doing that, but like I feel like everybody here already has Prio. It seems like it'd be a waste of time for me to have like a contest to give someone Prio. And I think that it might set a bad precedent, you know. You have a contest and you give somebody Prio and you think you're doing something super nice, but then like from that point on, everyone that shows up is like, hey man, ran out of Prio today. You got any Prio for me? I'd be like, no, I don't have any Prio. I'm all out. Oh, it stacks. Oh, see, I didn't know that. Maybe I'll do that then. That's a good idea. I love giving stuff away to people. Sharing the wealth. I'm not gonna put anybody out, but I've bought Prio for a handful of people in the past. It's just, you know, it's a scam, but you know, it's the only way that the thing could exist. The medieval group SCA. People talking trash in the chat. Oh, the message, sex-based terms. Oh no. Man, auto mods are prude. Anyways, I gotta complete this thought because I'm just gonna randomly stroll off again. No, this isn't gonna be high enough. We will picture you rolling, Pock. Rip. So, Natalie Imbruglia, the song that she came out with that was super mega famous, wasn't even her song. What? I know. You wouldn't believe how many songs randomly are covers. That trick normally works when you get stuck. Changing my username to GodRosterFan420. That'd be the way to go, honestly. Star Lightning made it. What is up, my dude? Thanks for coming by. I logged you a couple times earlier on because I don't know how to work my friends list. I was just explaining that to Almost Decent earlier, so... boy. Fun times. Automod's the worst. Find out if it stacks month from last Saturday. Oh, smart. Yeah, let me know. Repairs. On your very public basis, yeah. I am dredging the... Oh. Back in queue. Unbelievable. I am dredging up some lost treasures out in these different bases out on the server. And I'm trying to get rich. That recovery. Anyways. Whoa, 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 whoa. What have we found here? See, all I had to do was log out and log back in. Cute little obsidian fortress. Anyways, the song is by a group called Edna Swap. You ever want to look it up? It's really bizarre. You wouldn't believe how many hit songs actually are covers of other people. Oh, yeah. An alrapist, man. Put it on the business card. I think I've been there. Let's look for your sign. Gave you some stuff to compensate. I am really poor and took some diamonds. Unenchanted tools. Keep your eyes out for rare stuff, guys. I'm telling you. I'm gonna find some. Bane of the Arthropods 5. That is rare in the fact that, you know, people would normally throw something like that into a fire because it is that crappy. Beds, some lava, iron tools. Nothing. Base owners Wet Ret 2021. Last visited March 21. Wow. I think some other guy was here also. Dude took my diamonds. Wow. It's pretty cool build. Not to trash talk, but I'm just not a fan of builds that are just obsidian, because it's the safest material to use, but it's just giant black goopy dinosaur crap everywhere. I know this is going to be a disappointment. I'm way too bad at Minecraft to come down here without preparing myself properly. Garbage. More garbage. I can't believe I've wasted my time. Yeah, man, Arrested Development is a show that's way before its time. It came out in like the very early 2000s. It was back when TV was like episodic and sitcoms were like only on cable and network. You know, there's no streaming services, so there's no such thing as binge watching. Unless you're one of those, you know, borderline pod people that went out and bought like a whole season of the show when it came out. The true binge watch pioneers. Watching, you know, season 6 of ER on VHS. Some of the best. I just blew myself. I see I prematurely shot my wad in what was meant to be a dry run, and now I've got a bit of a mess on my hands. See what we do, pal? We get a tape recorder. We just leave that thing running, and if you listen back to it, I think that you're going to be really surprised at some of the phrasing that you use. If you've been here, then you are a traveling man, my dude. Here we go. If you have, send me what you think the chords are, and I'll confirm or deny. Because that's actually pretty cool if that's happened. I'm kind of the same way, though. And I think I've even done it on the stream, been like, oh, I think I've been here before. But, like, in truth, I haven't. It just, there's only so many blocks to work with. And things start looking the same after a while. Like, oh, you made a build with obsidian and cobblestone. How bold. Personally, I feel if you're going to build using obby, have it in between the decor and the wall. See, that's smart. To hold up the actual structure. That way, when it inevitably gets, nuked by somebody, you can go back and have an idea of the general shape. Flower biomes. Yeah, I played on the April Fool's server for a bit. I know I'm kind of going back in time here, but I got killed by standard stuff. I tried to start a raid, and I had there was 3 of us, I think. Me and Tai, I don't know if he's still here, and Japari. I must have died during that raid 30 times, at the very least. I got, absolutely wrecked the whole time I was in there. It was really, a solid reminder of, how, you take the totems and the high protection armor and stuff for granted. All dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper every day up in the limousine. Hey, Gaiden, you made it. Made it back. We are doing a flea market run for budget treasures and obscure items. Rare hidden curios. Relics of the past. So far, we have found named paper. And there's nothing there. Named paper, well, obviously it doesn't go with the guidelines of our rare scavenger hunt items. I've just never seen it before. Named paper. What? I thought it didn't look like a map, but I figured maybe it was some older version or something. The quadrant bad news, I'm still trying to find the actual photo. Yeah, well, this, I won't be happy until I find something cool. Doing scavenger hunt stuff, I'm also keeping an eye out for the highest point of natural terrain in the entirety of the server. So far, I found one place that was 178, I think. Now, off the top of my head, I know that I've seen one higher than that. But I don't have any recorded proof, and it has to be something that I find on stream. I'm the only one that's allowed to hold the record. Anyone else that tries to claim to hold it, I will explain the proprietary nature of it. I will take you to court, and I will win. I will crush you with litigation. Paul Steve still owes me for that record that he set. He found one of the God Roster Japari rest stops. Set the escape spawn record. Ugh. These Megatega biomes are cool looking, but man, they are a pain in the ass. You're trying to clear them out for one reason or another. Go through axes like you wouldn't believe. You should do some 2B speed runs. Get on the streaming box. I'd love to see it. Domino's Pizza Guy. I didn't hear you knock. 30 minutes and it's free, am I right? No, but thanks for that follow. I really appreciate it. Look, see, 101. We're moving up in the world. I have an arbitrary goal set for followers. And I'm just going to let it sit on the screen. And, like, if it gets close to whatever date that is and I'm not even close, I'm just going to bump it forward or remove it in shame. I'll be like, follower goal? I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. I've never had one of those. But once I raid the, what was it, XQC or CX something? I'm going to find a 2B stream. I'm going to try to raid it. Hopefully somebody here can help give me a tutorial because I don't know how to do it because, you know, I really don't know anything about the technical aspects of the stuff. I see some people, you know, messing around with all of the different dashboards and doing stuff on the fly. Really, I'm just like praying to God that something doesn't go wrong because everything will just crash and burn and it'll be done. I'll loop through on my phone and be like, sorry guys, stream's over because I'm stupid. But if it's towards the end and I screw something up, then it's okay. Because then you guys will know why I screwed it up and why I'm just not there anymore. And where is the stuff? How about chain armor? That's pretty rare. There's not any in here. It just made me think of it. Chain armor, maybe with a specific enchantment. Maybe there's a certain kind of enchantment that doesn't come on chain armor very often, or something along those lines. Wow, got some bows, dude. Stuff, just stuff. That's what happens, though, when you're over at the flea market looking for rare gems and hidden treasures. You gotta go through a lot of garbage. We'll find that hidden gem eventually. I don't want to be taken to court. Yeah, you better watch it. Okay, I'll check it out. Starlighting. Frick raids. This type flash raid username. Is that really it? Oh, okay, Starlighting. I get what you're saying. I thought I was talking about the Minecraft raid just a few minutes ago. I thought that's what you were talking about. You just do / raid and then the username. Awesome, I appreciate that. Is that a founder badge? I didn't even know I had any of those left. You should. I'm raid you, the most random person. I'm gonna find somebody who's doing 2B. If there's nobody doing 2B stuff, I'm gonna find the person with the most followers and raid them. We'll just see what happens. They wouldn't dare unmute me. They're afraid to hear the truth. I don't know a lot of streamers, so hopefully there's like a list somewhere. It's like calling a company and being like, thank you, Caden. Calling a company being like, let me talk to the most important person in the company. I'll wait if you want to put me on hold. I have put some other new sound alerts on here, but I managed to get one off of a clip. It took me forever of like my own stuff, not like other people's stuff. You have to like use a special audio thing to clip it. You say too much stupid stuff on a stream, you'll have plenty of things to clip. Really, it's just me rambling, though. No. Oh, yep. That's right, Tai Tai. We just barely beat it, too. I must have died 30 times on that raid. Portal is Portal. And I've never fought a Vex on Java before. And let me just say, unequivocally, fuck Vex forever. They're just the worst. If they bring raids to, or if they bring 2B to 119, there's no way I'm doing a raid. Hi, Mrs. Roster. Mrs. Roster was at the April Fool's base too. She made the fantastic pumpkin wall. That pumpkin wall was an important aspect to the entirety of the base. Forget about the, enchanting table and other stuff. Pumpkin wall. Fuck Vex, man. They are the worst. Use some of my channel points. Very nice. Roster bucks. Gotta use them roster bucks. Hit the 3-hour mark. Wow, really? Time flies when you're talking about Falco and Natalie Imbruglia. I certainly know my audience. You guys learned something, though. Very, very important facts. If I had my way, I would just stream forever. So much fun. Because of you guys, really. I say that it's the same stuff with, 0 people and, X amount of people, but it's really not nearly as much fun without you guys over here chilling. Where is everything? Ooh. I think that's what I gotta do is I gotta say, where is everything? Or like, how come I'm not seeing anything? Then something will pop up. It's just a bullcrap village. There's a portal here though, so. I'm looking for a rabbit's foot. Any kind of enchanted arrow. But that, if I get one of those dowsing arrows, man, would make my day. I already found a beetroot soup, though. We did get totems. I'm sorry. I'm just not even looking at this anymore. Yeah, we did get totems. I got one during the raid, and I popped it like moments later. I wasn't thinking. I should have not equipped it and then, saved it for afterwards. But even at the same time, what are you saving it for? That's servers going away forever. Drew got 2 totems. Japari got 2 totems. Mrs. Roster was logged off at the time. She got sick of it. He had 3 wishes. What would you wish for? Man, it's almost always extra wishes, isn't it? And if I were given the opportunity, I'm such a pessimist with that kind of stuff, I would assume that every single wish I made would have unintended, ironic consequences, like a fucking monkey's paw. A stash. I bet not many people did an actual raid. We may have been the only ones that did. And it was glitchy as hell. I couldn't keep up with any of it. And I was just... Yeah, because I had made that villager. And I was so excited about it because I'm like, oh man, I'm going to get some emeralds and start a random villager farm. And I'm going to use the emeralds to make a beacon. And then the son of a bitch was a nitwit. I went through all this time and effort to cure him. And he's just, ha ha ha. Ha ha. Really? The fuck out of here. I know a couple of them nitwits IRL. Just saying. But actually, thank you guys for it. I asked for the April Fool's base was. Nobody ever told me. Man, I was so busy doing crap. A few people asked me, and I didn't want to post it publicly. Which, in the end, I got griefed anyways. A fine young gentleman by the name of Spawn Efsler showed up and wrecked the whole thing. I was trying to log in at the end to see if the pumpkin wall was still there. But I didn't get there in time. In my heart of hearts, I'm certain that the pumpkin wall is still there somewhere. You know, you can grief the base, but, you know, the real pumpkin wall was the friends we made along the way. Like one of the... No. Man. I got keys coming from overseas. Give you the F-Slur pass. No. Thank you. That is very thoughtful of you, Hazel. I got an N-word pass as well, but it's the principle. Enjoy our pushing their mic. Oh, I don't know. I didn't get to log in time. Of course, if you guys ever play Minecraft with a significant other, you have to have the cute little Minecraft beds pushed together. Special shared little Minecraft beds. We were joking around because we gave the cords to Rommel, and he was excited to come over and meet us at the base. We were talking about getting stuff ready for him so he'd have a place to like spawn in or whatever. So the joke was we were gonna break our beds and put them over like 1 block away from each other and then put Rommel's bed right in between. He shows up, he's just gonna sleep in the bed all creepy in between me and Mrs. Roster's bed. We're just like, hi Rommel, got any netherite? No, F-Slur. I told some people very close to me that I wouldn't use the word. It's certainly not a matter of like, ooh. What's going on here? Dead cows? Lightning, maybe? It is. This is from lightning, I bet. No. That's way too much dead animal meat to just be lightning. Oh shit! Forest fire! Where are my dousing arrows? Sweet Jesus. If I had a dousing arrow, this would be over. That's raining. Okay, good. Close call. Yeah, I've told a number of people close to me that I wouldn't use the word, even like as a joke, or even around people that don't care and all the other stuff, because obviously I don't have any hatred towards, any members of that community, and I have a lot of people close to me in my house even that are all part of that, and we're all very accepting of the LGBT community. So, like, if I were to say it, it would never be anything like, hateful. But putting that word out there is like taking a step towards normalizing it. And for some people, that's a good thing, For some people, it's like, take the power that words like that hold away from them. But then for others, it's like continuing to perpetuate that same mentality that has hurt them for so long. And thankfully, in general, we live in a much more tolerant society than, say, like 30 or 40 years ago. But it used to be, just like any other word, just used to flow right out of your mouth, like you were saying, dork or jerk or loser, F-slur just gets tossed out there. But my part of it is to just not say it at all. It does make things kind of tricky, when I have to talk about new friends and old friends and chat friends. Unmute no name 2B2T. Best chat friend there is. And here I am listening to rap, just N-bombs everywhere. I swear it's different, guys. No, it's hard. I listen to all these, old school rap tunes. I'm just saying, every now and then the N-word gets thrown around. And every time I say it, I'm always like, that feels weird. Made the mob grinder towards the end. Seemed like the mob rates were much higher than normal to be. Yeah, they were, though. Yeah, No Name got muted a while ago. That's why chat's been half as cool. When I made the mob grinder, it worked, like, really well. The mob caps were, like, way higher. I put my bed next to the boys. Yup. Absolutely. Gotta cuddle with the homies at night. Call Smokey the Bear. We don't have to. We have the best firefighters in all of 2B. Right here. Me and myself and I. I gotta get my firefighter suit. I gotta make some dowsing arrows, even though I'm just about positive that it doesn't actually work. It should. And, if Mojang weren't a bunch of cowards, then it would work flawlessly. Why do you keep hiding from it, Mojang? Got an HE1 grip. 1 in the chamber, 32 in the clip. How do people feel about this kind of music, man? I used to listen to this shit all the time when I was younger. Just like considered like old school, ancient type stuff, or is it still like relevant, or I don't know. I say it's the golden era of rap. I don't think that anything's gonna top like the early to mid 90s when it comes to rap. Biggie, Tupac, Nas, boo. Biggie, Tupac, Nas, Wu-Tang Clan. Boo. Oh. Honestly, in my opinion, words are just words. The slurs, especially the ones that are very offensive. But with like curse words and stuff, they don't really bother me because they're just words. As example, bitch. Literally just a word for a girl dog and then formed into a curse word. Also, put this in your reminders in a few months in a random street. Oh. Stream, okay. Nobody remembers this message. Play in the background. The song has a Rickroll. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, I gotcha. They'll never see it coming. I could just put the sound alert on there. I saw the sound alert. There's a site that has those sound alerts, right? And you can list them by like popularity. And I am so I'm so embarrassed at what the top ones are. Of the top 10, at least 3 of the top 10 are like fart noises. I'm like, come on, guys, really? I mean, I'm not the highest of brow over here, but like, I'm just saying, how many fart sounds does one individual need on their stream? I would wager it's less than 0. Or less than 1. But it's the usual stuff that you would expect. And maybe I'm excluding some people by not putting the fart noises on there. And I apologize deeply for that. But with enough requests, I will be happy to add some ridiculous, disgusting noises on here just for fun. Bare minimum of 10 fart noises? Okay. We'll get an average then. So I say 0, Star Lightning says 10. So we'll say 4 or 5 different fart noises for the stream. And we'll just keep working the number up and down. But to speak to what you said, Caden. Oh, whoops. Cactus Dupe. Words are just words. And you're right. Culture and usage over time is what gives them power. It develops into, lexicon and certain vernaculars use words in different ways and they can mean different things. At the end of the day, I think it's less about the words themselves and even less about... Oh, I gotta focus here. There we go. Look at that, guys. I Minecraft. It's not the words or what they've become. It's the intent behind them. You can say, the worst, nastiest slur you could imagine, but the context and intent behind you using that word 100% defines the word itself and, the way that people should be reacting to it. Whereas you could say, the dumbest, most ridiculous word in the world, and say it with such a, seething hatred that, it becomes far more offensive than said terrible word. That's why somebody saying something like the N-word or the F-slur, it's always about, the intent behind it and the way that you say it, who you say it to, why you're saying it. There's so much more to examine than just the word itself. And man, there's so many different ways that you can look at it. But at the end of the day, it's not the word, it's what the person means when they say it. That's why I don't say the F-slur, because no matter how you say it, there are some people that had to live through a period of time, where bigotry and racism were rampant throughout the country, or world, I should say. We're not localized over here. You said zeros are down to 2.5. Meanings are in people, not words. I like that. Do you know whose quote that is? Almost decent. I like that. If it's not attributed to anybody, I'm going to steal it. Shamelessly. And someone will say, oh, that's nice. Who said that? And I'll just smile and I'll be like, me. It's the Easy E, by the way, guys. Original member of the NWA. Pretty famously died of AIDS in the early 90s. Pretty tragic. AIDS epidemic was stayed under the radar for so long. Amplified it, made it so much worse. Like there's a song I'm singing along to, and I accidentally, when singing, say a slur or something. It shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, that's kind of like a tricky middle ground. Some people do have a problem with that. Other people are like, it's a word in a song that you like. Are you going to sit there and censor yourself in the shower? Not that you sing in the shower. So, Caden, what's your favorite song with an N-word in it? When it comes to songs with N-words, there's a lot of different options. Yo, is this Kanye? I must have put this on here before he turned into a maniac. The Fraser Communications teacher drilled into us over a semester. I'll have to Google search it. I don't know if I have my eFly stuff set up on this account, but I'm gonna try. LOL. I'm gonna try again in a better spot. Everybody's favorite song with an N-word in it. Although, in that same vein, I'm sure that you couldn't think of a song that has an N-word in it. Oh, sorry friend, hit the wrong button. Song with an N-word in it by a white dude that isn't racist, or at least a little sketchy. Although, I think that there are other cultures that have kind of gotten an eternal N-word pass. The Hispanic community, I think, has co-opted it. I think that's one of those fringe circumstances, though. I remember pretty famously, Be Real, the dude from Cypress Hill, is Hispanic guy, and he's got N-words all over his tunes. I don't know. I think that any ethnic minority, in the right circumstances, can co-opt it. But it's funny because, I don't think that, a marginalized member of the LGBT community could, co-opt the F-slur. I don't know, maybe they can. I know that it's not really the same as, the more heavily ethnic type terms. You can't just slide it into a tune and start, singing it on the street. What's up, my F-slur? I don't think that one works. Oh man. So let me get the time mark on that one so you can take it out of context. Make it a sound alert. Old MacDonald had a farm. I didn't catch the N-word in that song. I must have completely missed it. Think of a few country songs. Oh yeah, I bet. Rap God, that is such a good song. Like, I mean, let me rephrase that. That is such an impressive song. Dude has just unreal talent. And like, I remember when Eminem first came out, his first album, which it wasn't great. It was a commercial success, and I think that when it was released, the record label had a lot of say in how the album would go and the songs that were on there. And, you know, it's his first album, so he's probably just going along with most of it because he wants to, you know, he doesn't want to fuck it up. It's a pretty big deal getting a, you know, especially as a white rapper. But after that first album, you know, he kind of felt like people weren't taking him seriously enough, which, you know, understandably so, people weren't. Some of his songs were really kind of goofy. Come on, man. I'm not asking for a lot here. So it's hard to tell, you know, after that first album, he became like, kind of came into his own, and people really saw like the genuine talent that he had. It was easy to mistake a white rapper for like a novelty. Like, hey, check it out, guys. It's a white rapper, you know? But like, holy shit, man. Guy is like top 5 talent-wise as a rapper. Top 5 easy. You hear that song, it just blows your mind. He's in Sketchy or Racist to my knowledge. Who, Old MacDonald? Losing fame, though, by the day. Eminem or Kanye? I don't know many people that PvP on Legacy. Most of the people that do PvP stuff, especially for 2B and everything, they do strict. The few times that I tried to learn PvP, and I really got to thank Tai for taking the time, and Kobe too, actually, I don't want to leave him out, taking the time and effort to try to teach me a few moves. And I know a few moves. I got some moves. Certainly not anything I can do, you know, worth a damn, but like, really? 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 The E-Fly magic is just not happening today. I'm having such a hard time with it.
It's a skill issue.
Seriously? I'm going to pay you back for that one. Gotta give you some free points for that, because wow, there's some skill issue going on. Use Legacy a little, but not for hacked PvP. Actually pretty bad anti-cheat. Legacy is where I learned proper vanilla crystal PvP. Well, I know that you know what you're doing, Star Lightning. I've seen you PvP. I always remember Star Lightning being the one that saved me numerous times, or on numerous occasions on the same trip. Oh, the TPS is making this E-Fly not work. Oh. Nope. Not gonna happen. Well, we tried. It's not the first time this has happened, either. It's all the shops just trying to get me to burn through all my fireworks. It is. It is a big time skill issue. I'm not sure if I've made this patently clear for you. Man, shaming me in the chat. You can see that I'm all choppy over here. It might be on my end. Whatever. I'm just going to piss through all my rockets. I'm doing important stuff, like hunting for rabbit's legs. Okay, I'll try it. Unbelievable. My disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined. Shaming me in chat. I'm not sure if I made this patently clear, you know, but I'm really bad at this video game. I mean, like, I'm really just not good. I have a tremendous amount of patience, and I have a lot of dedication, and I will take however long it takes to do whatever I gotta do. But that definitely doesn't make me good. I'm actually, you know, really bad. And, you know, I use a PlayStation controller, so... And I don't use a PlayStation controller, like, for a sympathy thing. I'm just really that bad that I can't use the keyboard. Even if I could use a keyboard really well, I hang out and play Minecraft on TV 99.9% of the time on my living room TV. So the only time I'm not on my living room TV is when I'm streaming with you guys. And I don't have the e-fly, so I can't even check the chunk trails. Skill issue. Oh no. Case. Doesn't make you good, makes you stubborn, which is just as dangerous. I am stubborn. Do not test my patience. If you grief one of my builds 10 times, you know I'm gonna build it 11 more, you know? And if you stop griefing it, I'll grief it myself and rebuild it. I'm a very patient person. Where is my flea market stop? Where are these goodies that I keep hearing so much about? Nobody's actually told me any of that. I just am assuming it's gotta be out here. It's somewhere. I can feel it. Do story time with God roster. You have to name a topic. I have it as one of my things on here. Looking at it now. Or trying to. It's called Ramblin' Man, I think. I've only ever done it, I think, maybe 3 times. But I don't know, man. I've run into a lot of them. I've been around enough stuff, you know, for enough years to where I've run into, I don't know, a little bit of everything. I have this random stash of useless knowledge that I just kind of feel the need to, like, inflict on other people. But I've I don't know, you know, the weirdest thing is as time goes on, I am part of a generation that is slowly losing representatives. The, you know, generation that remembers what the world was like before the internet was around. And it's hard to replicate. You see it in, like, movies and stuff, but, like, there's a mentality that goes along with this, you know, constantly online culture, and people always having not just cell phones but smartphones in their pocket all the time. There's it seems like there's, like, less and less understanding of what that time period was like. And I hear people, you know, around your age, Caden, and, you know, a little older, all in that, you know, teenage area. They see a certain situation, you know, in a movie or a story that you told somebody at one point, and you mention that, you know, the situation, they're like, well, why wouldn't you just, you know, text them? And you're like, you know, oh, my sweet summer child. Like, oh, that was before texts. Okay, well, why didn't you just call them on your cell phone? I'm like, well, I mean, there weren't those either, as it turns out. I'm all in new chunks now and everything. The internet was way better in '93. Absolutely. Zach Sen, good to see you showing up in the chat. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. The internet was wild. And when I say internet, oh baby, guys, I'm gonna be rich. Check out this dupe stash. No, but when I say internet, I'm not talking about early internet, which would be like Usenet and, you know, Telex and like IRC servers before IRC was a thing. I'm talking about, like, just straight internet, you know, web browser stuff. And man, some of the stuff that was around in the mid 90s, it, you know, was either really sketchy or absolutely useless. People didn't know how to use the internet. You know, there's no guideline for something like that. So people that, you know, were investing in the internet were trying to find a way to market it to people. You know, AOL, in their earlier days, they tried hyping up chat rooms and making chat rooms the big thing. Chat with people, you know, via text anonymously online. And of course, we know all the horrible stuff that went along with that. And then for a while, some people were like, you could check the sports scores on the internet. And that sounds ridiculous now, right? But if there was a sports game on at that point in time, literally no way to know what the score was unless you happened to turn on, like, the ESPN channel on cable at the right time to be able to, you know, see what it was. Just cross your fingers that you're going to get lucky enough. But I mean, even then it was still kind of stupid. It's like, okay, you know, that's the extent of this technology, is creepy anonymous chat rooms where you can LARP with other weirdos across the country. And sports scores. You know, nobody knew what the hell they were doing. It was bizarre and confusing. And there was, of course, you know, CP and gore sites and stuff that kind of. I don't want to mess up this person's little base area here. Yo, what? Is that glass? Oh my god, what did I just stumble into? Owned by Tom Uzi. Oh my god, dude, look. It's a giant, like, carved out terrarium. Oh man, how cool is that? I want to get in there, but I don't want to break all the glass. Torches do not work on glowstone? That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way up and then I'll go all the way back down. I bet you there's a way to get down from the middle. Somebody put a lot of time and effort into this. Honestly, in some ways, I feel like we might have been better without it. Oof. That's a tricky question, you know, or not question, I'll say thought experiment. In some ways, we were better off. This just goes nowhere. No kidding. In some ways, we were better off, you know, but in 100 bajillion ways, we weren't. The internet is a net positive with all of the garbage that goes with it. Everyone has their face in their phones, do nothing with their life. It's always good. Internet stuff like 2b2d Minecraft, international trading, message calling, etc. Very good things. It's also bad stuff. Yeah, of course. There's, you know, good and bad with everything. Honestly, it's made life so much easier in so many different ways. And people that talk about the time before the internet, like LOL, like I am now, they tend to romanticize it and, you know, only remember the kind of, you know, cool, interesting parts of the world before the internet. I don't think I have Silk Touch. I don't want to have to dig around. Well, do I have an axe? No. I bet you there's an entrance at the very bottom here that I just didn't get to. I know that this is just going to be empty and it's just going to be junk. There is no entrance. Well, I'm sorry, my dude, but I have got to inspect this area. That's kind of cool. Owned by Tom Uzi. Glowstone on the roof. No way to tell from above. Kind of cool. Cobble. Hey, is Chris still on? No, Chris is probably gone by now. Look at all these kind of cool build materials. TNT. Random nether brick fence. Ultimately a bunch of nothing, but a pretty cool little area. I've got to find something kind of cool and rare. So for now, it's probably going to have to be polished andesite. Leave a sign. I'll leave a sign. Nice terrarium. But it looks like your lizard escaped. Looks like your lizard gone. Stupid sign limitations. That'll have to do, unfortunately. The other chests. Is there more? Oh, far end. Right, gotcha. That is a lot of books. Why so many books? Bunch of seeds. Book thing's weird. Well organized. That's weird. I don't know. It's cool. We will put cobblestone back because if he's got to patch it, he or she will know where to patch it. Interesting, if nothing else, I guess. Goodness gracious. Okay. Who are we gonna raid, guys? This is gonna be my sign-off point here. But I wanna raid someone. I gotta find if there's a 2B guy on. If not, we're just gonna raid the person with the most viewers. They'll be in sub mode, sub-only mode. What? Dusty's live? Easy peasy. Okay, so I'm going to try to figure this out. First off, I can't thank you guys enough for showing up and hanging out with me. Honestly, I love this stuff. It's like my favorite time during the week, and it's mainly because of you guys. I definitely have the best followers and the coolest dudes that show up. So thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. A new player sounds cool, but Dusty threw a raid my way, and I kind of feel like I should throw one back his way. And I'm gonna do just that. So what is his actual username? /raid. Is it just... I gotta pull up my Twitch follow thing. Somebody type it in the chat for me and make it easier for me. I think it's just Dusty Nutsack, right? Dusty Nut Ballin', thank you. /raid Dusty Nut Ballin'. Okay. Alright. Those are coming with me. Let's go holler at him. Those that aren't, thanks for coming by, and I'll catch you on the next one. Next week, we'll make it happen. Here we go. channel's intended for adult audiences. Get ready.